Well, the city of Seattle known for coffee, grunge music, and, of course, rain. And we're definitely going to get a heavy dose of the last of those three here tonight as you look inside a wet and wild Lumen Field.
Tonight, Week 15 begins with a great Thursday night matchup between the San Francisco 49ers and the Seattle Seahawks. The veteran kicker, Robbie Gould, set to get us started. And off we go from Seattle. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Brissett going to go to the air right away.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
These two teams, they met up early. Back in week 2, and it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again, 2nd and 10 from the 25. Brissett sets to throw it. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Brissett from the gun on 3rd.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. And the Niners are going to take possession of the football.
So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Here's Lance. That is caught by the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. A great effort there. His 11th touchdown on the year. And the Niners take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown.
The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
Eskridge going to keep this one in the end zone, and they'll start at the 25-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I love those corners who can not only cover, but don't mind getting a little physical as well. How about the coverage on that play, knocking that pass away?
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Brissett. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
The Seahawks had 8 and 5 to start play. They've been playing their best football of the year, winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. 20, 10, and into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score. Gold to add the extra point. Footing likely going to be an issue all night here on a rainy night, but this one is good. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
Coming out of the end zone, D. Eskridge. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
And listen, these Thursday night games, they're tough on the body. You just played on Sunday, 72 hours later, hey, it's game day again. But I have to think a Thursday night game in September much more preferable than a Thursday nighter in December, no?
Oh, there's no doubt about it. You mentioned how tough it is on the body. How about the mind? You're already tired, fatigued, right? Trying to battle for playoff spots. And here you have the quick turnaround. Now, the flip side is, if you take care of business, win that Thursday nighter, you go into a mini open.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by the former first-rounder, Jimmy Ward.
And the 49ers are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. Now the second-year man from Louisiana. Here's Elijah Mitchell.
And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, this defense for the Seahawks, they were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
Right back to Mitchell on second down.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
To throw, it's Lance. Checks this one down, it's Mitchell.
And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
Lance going to sneak it. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down.
First down, here's Mitchell. Down inside the 40.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Right, check, right.
On 2nd down here.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. So a first-quarter fumble in the rain, and this isn't supposed to let up. They've had flash flood warnings just west of here, so they better get used to this.
And it's hard to do real early in the game because you're so amped up and you're trying to do so much. You've got to get used to it, though. You've got to focus in on the ball, make sure you're taking care of it. That one cost them.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
On 2nd down, Mayfield again.
Finding Lockett for the catch here on the out route. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. He finds his man, complete. That's Young.
And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Now, that's going to be a tough one to explain when they get together and watch the game film, isn't it? I mean, they had the right call, had the out route. He's got to know where the first down sticks are, yet he steps out of bounds that close. Not their best play.
Out route, he finds his man. It's Jones.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Mayfield with it once more. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. There he goes, right side. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Now Gold for the extra point. It's good, and before you know it, it's 21-0.
It's the score, Niners 21, Seahawks nothing.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
It's caught, Lockett. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore.
And the Seahawks are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play.
21-0 our score after one. A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. Mayfield looks to throw. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30.
So they will wave off the flag and let the completion stand.
Really great job by the receiver fighting through all the contact and still coming down with the football. All that great work in practice being put into the game.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Mayfield. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Eric Armstead make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. From the gun, Mayfield, nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Offensively lucky they were able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend. But you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8.
Check man. Ready?
Lance looking to throw it.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Multiple players combined for their team's 1st sack of the game.
The competition comes up in so many different ways, and right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. How about 5 sacks last week? We just saw the first one of this game.
Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. The 330-pounder Al Woods brings the boom on the sack.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Seahawks will have great field position to start this drive. They take over on the short side of the field. Penny, a 1st down carry. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now Mayfield lost the football, but fortunately he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just look in the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Now Mayfield. On
Under pressure, and down he goes.
The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb under pressure, and they got to him again. Nick Bosa in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. Take it in at the 22. Call that 49 yards on the punt. They do get 7 back on the return. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Right.
On 1st and 10, here's Lance. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
It's another 1st down as they bite off 23 more on that one. And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him over 3,000 yards passing now on the campaign.
And Brandon, nowadays your leader's usually closer to 5,000 yards on the year, but still, 3,000 yards, a good season.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Slot man moves right.
And they run the option here on 1st and 10. Oh, Lance has it knocked free. The ball is loose.
And the Seahawks have picked it up. He's at the 50. The 30. 10. And they bring this one back. It's a fumble recovery and a Seattle touchdown. Jason Myers now for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and that'll cut the lead to 21-7. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
No return here for Wilson. It's a touchback. It'll come out to the 25.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well. So that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a 1st down.
Now a play fake. Lance.
He's got him in. Complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That one good for 37 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
First down, and they'll try to run the option left. Oh, Lance has it knocked free. The ball is loose.
But an alert 49er able to gain possession, so they will indeed hold on to the pigskin.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
On 2nd and 9, Lance. That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk.
Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a first and goal.
Now Lance.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Shotgun now for Lance. Touchdown 49ers! Elijah Mitchell as the first half is winding down. And the 49ers will extend their lead here just before halftime.
Oh, and it's no good. He tugged it wide left, and that will keep our score right where it is.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Takes it at the 7. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
On the return, the Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
The offense schemed going 5 wide, trying to create a chance for the big shot, and they took it. If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing. But credit the defense with a nice play, knocking that one away.
Final play of the half, Mayfield going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting 49ers on top. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. From the 6.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
Yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Striker, 3-3.
On play action, Lance.
He's got a man, complete.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
I'm pretty sure any quarterback will tell you it's nice to have a tight end that can stretch the field. And how about him right there, working in the heart of the defense, and they connect on a very nice play downfield, a combination of talent and toughness to go into the briar patch.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
From the gun, a give to Mitchell.
There he goes, left side. Touchdown, 49ers.
Elijah Mitchell with his 13th rushing touchdown on the year,
as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further.
So another touchdown there, and even though we're still just here in the 3rd quarter, kind of hard now to see them giving up this lead.
And this is just an offense that's imposing its will right now. You name it, they're able to do it. If you're the play caller, whatever you want to select is there. You want to run it, you want to throw it, pick a play, any play. They're rocking and rolling right now.
Well, the PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play.
And that flag accepted.
Robbie Gould to kick off for San Francisco.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield.
From the end zone, here comes Eskridge. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Run. Real.
Mayfield on 1st down. His throw incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball.
And Mayfield again with the interception, his 3rd.
Picked by Tarvarius Moore.
And the Niners are going to take possession up.